Yo, what is up, guys? It's your host, Seishi Samurai here, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in on this one. It's another part to What If Naruto had Zeref's powers. And yeah, you guys had supported me on that What If a lot, and it's now time for it. Now, if you guys were asking what took you long, what took you so long to release the part, like I always say, I post every day of the week, but on the weekends, it's literally my break. So that means literally you guys get 5 videos, like literally you guys get 5 videos by the week, and only like 2 days without me uploading. So honestly, I would say it's a fair trade. And yeah, so if you guys were wondering that, yeah, just wanted to let you know. But besides that, guys, thank you all so much for tuning into this What If. I thank y'all, and thank y'all for your support, because you guys have really been amazing. I mean, shoot, dude, I've been away from the channel for like what, 2 days, and you guys were still supporting me even though I wasn't uploading those past 2 days. And so I really owe it to y'all to make this video, and I feel like I blabbed on long enough with this intro. I believe it's finally time for us to get started with it. And once again, thank you all so much for your support. And either way, let's begin.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do?
Alright, guys, let's begin. At this, we now cut in where we see Team 7. As last part, we had the introduction of Naruto, how he got his powers, and pretty much everything up to that point, all the way until he joins Team 7. As this is where we end up getting the introductions. After Kakashi's arrival, every one of them in Team 7 had went upstairs, with Naruto actually walking instead of using his normal dark teleportation. And the reason for that is because he just felt like it. Also because he doesn't want to raise any suspicion. So either way, once they arrive there, of course, all of them sit down and everything. As this is when Kakashi would actually begin to ask them, what are their hopes, what are their goals, any of their likes and dislikes, and which is where we get the response. Sasuke's response doesn't really change here. He still wants to go ahead. He has barely any likes. He had a lot of dislikes. His goal was to, end a certain someone, but I'm gonna add a little twist into it. As this is when Sasuke then states that he also wants to find out certain someone's true strength, as he would send a not so subtle glance at Naruto. However, Naruto completely ignored him. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, you Pinky, you're next. At this, hearing this, of course Sakura gets offended, but she shakes it off as she starts saying her likes were Sasuke. She liked a little certain someone, in a small little giggle. She wanted to do something with that little certain someone, a giggle, and all that stuff. When it came to her dislikes, her only dislike was really Ino, and also weird people. She would send a glance at Naruto, since in this timeline Naruto was sort of deemed as a freak, sort of, because instead of being outright and boasters, Naruto was like quiet, like he was very quiet, didn't do much, and it sort of creeped people out because it was kids during this time. They didn't really know the idea of, hey, try being calm. So, of course, she wasn't exactly, thrilled with the idea and thought Naruto was a creep. But I'm getting way too much into it. Alright, let's continue on. And finally, for her goals and dreams, she plans to marry a certain someone. At this, Kakashi would just sigh. Great, a fangirl. As this is when he then turns to Naruto. Alright, you, Moody, you're next. At this, Naruto will look at him as he raised an eyebrow at at his nickname for him. But he'll continue on. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. My likes... At this, Naruto actually thinks about it for a moment. Peace, reading, and studying. At this, the others will watch Naruto as they hear his tone, like, bro, where's the energy? Like, come on. As for his dislikes, Naruto, he wouldn't think about it. He wouldn't say loud noises and pure annoyance, he would say. As he, honestly, anything that Naruto does annoying, he dislikes. As for his goal, well, Naruto would just say that he wants peace. Now, of course, hearing this, Kakashi just thinks like, oh, he wants peace for everyone. However, what he didn't know was that Naruto said that he wants peace, aka for himself. He doesn't give a damn about anyone else. He only cares about himself. And so, due to this, as soon as Kakashi hears this, he goes ahead and tells him about the belt test and that it was happening. Instantly, Sasuke and Sakura get on guard, but Naruto can barely show that he cares. After that, Kakashi goes ahead and uses the Shunshin, or the body flicker, to get away, leaving Team 7 there. Naruto wouldn't get up as he walks out, and this is where, of course, Sakura would ask Sasuke on a date, but he would just decline. Sasuke would see Naruto walk off, he was actually thinking Maybe he should go ahead and spy on him to find out if anything. Because Naruto, like I said, his strength was something that Sasuke had no idea exactly what it was, but he knew Naruto had a large amount of strength. He wanted to figure it out, but he was too focused and too prideful to really do anything about it, so he would just jump off and leave, with Sakura just leaving on her own. Interesting. Kakashi Hatake, Naruto would think as he was walking back to his home. At this, Naruto, due to reading a lot, he had gotten a lot of information. He had taken a lot of books, and he had also found out a lot of things. And that means in the registry of ninjas, Kakashi Hatake was on the list. He was in the bingo book, and he was known as the copy ninja. As Naruto had read a lot in his file, he decided that he needed to do a little bit more research to find out if he could know anything else, any weakness, or anything he could exploit. So once Naruto had arrived back home, he instantly had summoned one of his demons, as he orders them to go ahead and fetch him the file on Kakashi, to which they do so. And since Naruto's creations were literally like faster, stronger, much more stealthier, like they're literally beyond normal human capabilities, they were able to do this with ease. As Naruto would look at the file, he would then smirk as he would then suddenly summon a clone. And by the way, I also realized in the last part I sort of made a mistake. In the last part, when it came to Naruto finding out the Anbu, I sort of made it to where he knew the Shadow Clone Jutsu early. That was a mistake on my part, my bad. But the truth is, he learned it during the time of Mizuki. As for how Naruto beat the Anbu, well, he just sort of tricked them. Like, it was just like an illusion that he created. I'm just going to go with that, okay? But anyway, back to it. As Naruto would then do this, he would also summon out a Shadow Clone as he wants him to continue practicing on Funjutsu, as well as continue on with his experiments. As Naruto had a lot of things he wanted to work on, but hey, with Shadow Clones, he's able to do everything at once. Peace, Naruto would think, as he begins to go through the file. We now flash to the next day. At this, Team 7 was all made up, as Naruto had actually arrived being the earliest, as of course Sasuke, then Sakura would then arrive. Now, of course, instantly as soon as they arrived, they had to wait there for like 3 hours for Kakashi, as the only thing that was heard was Sakura screaming her head off, as all you could hear was her stomach growling. The only one whose stomach was not growling, however, was Naruto. At this, the others wondered, like, what, did he eat or something? But, like, he didn't say anything to them, and it mostly had kept to himself while reading a scroll. At this, Sasuke was interested. Hey, dope, what's in the scroll? At this, Naruto would look at Sasuke for a minute, looking up, as this is when Sakura would turn to him. Yeah, dope. Exactly what are you reading? At this, Naruto looks at them so confused, like, why do they care? As he then says, well, if you don't mind, I'm reading a scroll, as you can clearly tell. As he goes back into reading, and Sasuke gets, of course, pissed off by it, but Sakura did not like that. Hey, you can't do that. You have to look at Sasuke with respect. As she walks over to Naruto, she plans to actually, put him in his place. But however, right before she could, though, an eerie aura would then leak out of Naruto, as he then looks at Sakura. Are you intending on using violence? Because I will warn you now, I will retaliate. At this, Sakura would feel this ominous aura, and instantly she felt literally flashes of her death, like appearing right in front of her as she backs away, feeling, uncoordinated. Who is that? At this, she would look at Naruto creepily as Naruto would look at her with a face that held no emotion, just pure contempt at best. As she would shakily sit down, being quiet for the rest of the time, while Sasuke looked at him in confusion, interest, and a small bit of jealousy. How did he do that? Dang it. Whatever, it's not time to focus on that right now. As Sasuke would go ahead and turn around, Naruto would go back to reading his scroll, as eventually Kakashi would then appear. You're late, shouted Sakura. However, Kakashi just, shrugged it off, saying that it was finally time for the bell test. At this, he'll begin to explain the rules about it, and after explaining the rules and everything, seeing that everyone was paying attention, except for Naruto, who was reading his scroll, not really paying attention, or at least what Kakashi thought, he would then order them to begin. At this, Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto would all vanish, leaving Kakashi there. Not bad, he would say. At this, he would then casually pull out his Ichi of Paradise, see it reads and flips through it, as he then begins to think. Let's see. Sakura's hiding in a bush. Sasuke is hiding in a tree. As for Naruto, Kakashi wouldn't feel it. Something was wrong. He can pick up on Sasuke and Sakura literally easy, but Naruto, it was almost as if he's disappeared. Now this turns out to be more interesting. Here I read up on Naruto's file, and Naruto's record was interesting at best. Academically, he was honestly at the top of his class and was easily the best of the best. However, there was something else though. His record for battle was literally 0. He had never gotten a single win. Never. It always stated that he just surrendered mid-fight, and this caused Kakashi to think that, maybe Naruto was like, holding back or just anything. They were suspicious, but most people would actually ignore Naruto considering the fact they were too much filled with their bias and also thought that Naruto was weak. However, Kakashi was different. Just where is he? However, right before he does think though, this one suddenly a bunch of kunai would then be hurled at him, causing him to then, easily just lazily pick them up as if they were nothing. At this one suddenly we then see Sasuke rush out of there as he then turns to face off against Kakashi. I'm not like the other two, alright? At this, Kakashi would then look at him. Well, we're just gonna have to see about that. At this, Sasuke just scoffs as he then dashes off, getting into a taijutsu battle with Kakashi, as eventually Sasuke actually does doing pretty good, nearly snatching off a bell. However, that all changes as soon as Sasuke then releases a fireball jutsu, he would say, as he releases the ginormous... Wow, I completely screwed that up. He releases a ginormous fireball that was approaching Kakashi. However, as soon as the target would seemingly hit, though, this one suddenly Sasuke would then be dragged underneath, with only his head appearing. Well, would you look at that? Kakashi would say as he looks down at Sasuke, and as he would also be dangling the bell right in front of him. At this, Sasuke would be obsessed. Kakashi would give Sasuke a piece of advice before he decides that now is finally time for him to go hunt down his other team members. At this, seeing this, Sakura was of course scared, so she instantly just jumped towards Sasuke, even though Kakashi was right in front of her. As she rushes over to Sasuke, she then tells him that he's going to be alright and everything, with Sasuke, about to tell her to move away, but it was too late, as Kakashi had already got her in a genjutsu, causing her to be knocked out right in front of him. Fucking damn it! She's so useless. Oh my god. Sasuke would think as he looks at Sakura in honestly pure irritation as she barely did anything. She didn't even do anything at all. Now all that was left was Naruto. Now with Kakashi he was now hunting Naruto as he had to admit he was pushing chakra around to his senses, increasing it further and further. He couldn't even find Naruto. Where was he? Where did he go? It made no sense to Kakashi. However, this one suddenly Kakashi would then begin to notice something even more strange. As if his senses were going haywire here, everything was telling him that he was in danger as he came across an open area in the field. What? At this, suddenly Kakashi would then return to see as he sees darkness begin to swell in as a mist begins to roll into the area. What's going on? This one suddenly, on pure instinct alone, Kakashi would then pull up his headband, revealing the Sharingan as he would encounter off a ginormous black inferno with his own fireball. Fireball jutsu, he would shout, in a very quick haste, as this is when the attacks would then collide. However, to Kakashi's shock, he would actually have to punch a bunch of chakra into the attack, as his attack was nearly overpowered by the force of this inferno, or whatever was thrown at him. As by the time the attack had stopped, Kakashi was already, at this point, he was honestly shaken up a bit. So you survived the attack. Your followers didn't give you that much justice, do they? At this, you hear the voice of Naruto as he walks out the forest. However, there was something strange. As Naruto was walking out, a bunch of different creatures would also be near him. These creatures looked completely different. They also had an eerie amount of energy as their red eyes would glow as they would be showing hostility towards Kakashi. At this, Kakashi would be on his toes as he pulled out a kunai. What exactly is going on? What are you doing? Kakashi would say as he goes ahead and actually turns to Naruto as if taking him as a real threat. Whatever was going on was beyond what Kakashi thought Genin. No, it was very beyond what any Genin can even do at this point in time. Even Kakashi at his young age was not able to do this. Whatever Naruto was doing, he needed information now. At this, Naruto would look at him. I would, but unfortunately, it's like you say, an exam is currently taking place. And in order for this to stop, I need to take one of those bells. So, I hope you understand. As this one suddenly, darkness began to leak out of Naruto as it begins to take in the entire field. At this, Kakashi would actually back away from this darkness as it was approaching him. It felt as if Death's hands were trying to reach out to him as Kakashi was literally backing away. His Sharingan was reading up on it. However, to his shock, he could not copy this technique. Just what is this? As this one suddenly, he would then suddenly see that in different areas, he would see different copies of Naruto, 4 in total, as they each stare at him with a hollowed gaze. At this one suddenly, each one of the Naruto would utter the words, Dark Inferno. At this, a black stream of flames would then shoot out of Naruto's hand, as Kakashi would see himself surrounded by these waves of flames. At this, he would see himself not being able to dodge, so he instantly used the substitution jutsu, which actually ends up working, as he actually ends up getting out of there fairly quickly. Just as he does so, the waves of flames actually end up hitting the log, burning it to nothing, as Naruto would look at it with a blank expression. While doing this though, Kakashi was actually nearby, as he would be hiding from a tree, hiding his presence to the best of his abilities, as he realized that he needed to take this seriously. If he wanted to take this, he also needed to do another thing. He needed to report this information to the Hokage, as this is not normal. At this, Naruto would actually look at the areas. This one suddenly, in a very horror movie way, suddenly all the creatures and their red eyes, including Naruto, would then snap their necks directly towards Kakashi. This will scare the living crap out of him, as he instantly hits the dash, running as fast as he could. As he runs though, he could still feel Naruto's gaze on him. As soon as he keeps on running and running, this is when suddenly an arm would then stick out of the tree, as he would then grab Kakashi by the neck and slam him into the ground. At this, Kakashi's Sharingan eyes would go wide, as he saw the attack coming, but he couldn't even react to it. As soon as he does, he ends up looking into the eyes of Naruto, Kakashi's Sharingan registering everything as he analyzes it. Naruto's hollowed gaze, he showed no emotion into it. In fact, Naruto showed that he didn't even care if Kakashi were to just, if his life just ended at this very moment. At this, Naruto would be looking at Kakashi, as if he was contemplating something. As he ends up looking at Kakashi, he would end up smiling. He would be a very good servant, Naruto would say, as Kakashi could feel Naruto's hand literally go tiny around his neck. What? At this, Kakashi would be trying his best to pry away Naruto's arm, but it wasn't working. At this, Naruto would be looking at Kakashi, and as Kakashi would feel the literal feeling of death begin to creep on him. No. At this, Kakashi would then suddenly snap. As this one suddenly, faster than Naruto can see, he would then be flipped, literally flipped over. And another thing was the fact that one of his arms had a ginormous cut in it. Literally had a gash on his arm, and the other arm was completely snapped. It literally was bending the wrong way. As Kakashi was looking there, he was looking at Naruto in complete shock, as he realized what he had just done. In that very moment, Kakashi, literally, and his very pure instincts of not wanting to die, he had completely lost control of his reflexes, and it seems as if his instincts that were honed from being an Anbu captain for so long completely took over to where he thought of Naruto as a real threat and tried to literally cripple him or something. At this, Kakashi would look at Naruto. Naruto, oh my god, everything will be okay. At this, however, this one suddenly, Kakashi would see something that he could not forget. At this, Naruto will look at the injuries. He then suddenly smirks. It hurts. However, this one suddenly Naruto would then grab his arm. He would then grab his arm that was broken, and suddenly, in a very weird way, he would then suddenly re-snap the arm back to where it was, as it begins to get relocated. That's better. As this is when Naruto would look at the gash in his arm, and to Kakashi's shock, it would heal up in an instant. It healed up so fast that the only way Kakashi was able to register it was by his Sharingan. What? At this, Naruto will look at Kakashi. It's been a while since I felt pain like that. You're impressive. You really deserve that title of Copy Ninja. As Kakashi would look at Naruto in surprise, this one suddenly, he wouldn't see reality begin to warp around him, as he would suddenly feel pain. What? At this, Kakashi would look down, as he would see he had 5 holes on him. As he turns around, he would then see right behind him was another copy of Naruto, pointing out his pointer finger as if it was a gun. As on the tip of his finger, dark orb would be there. At this, Naruto would then utter the words, bullet magic. Piercing bullet. At this, as Naruto would see Kakashi hit the ground with a thud, all the creatures that he had created would then suddenly appear. As this one suddenly, the grizzly would then rush over to Kakashi, intending on eating him. But this one suddenly, he would then be stopped, as he would then be shot by a magic bullet. At this, he would look at Naruto, as Naruto would look at him with a dead serious expression. Don't even think about it. At this, of course, the grizzly instantly submits to Naruto as it bows his head, as Naruto walks over to Kakashi's body. After all, this man plans to be my sensei. He will give me a lot of valuable information and things I can experiment with. things will really begin to get interesting. As Naruto will look down at Kakashi, he will be unknowingly putting on a small smile, as he will then begin to actually use and manipulate his dark magic as he heals Kakashi. Now, let it be known, Naruto is not, turning Kakashi into one of his servants, but he is healing him. That's it. As after healing him, Naruto would then take the bells from Kakashi, as he decides that he was actually going to go ahead and continue on. So later on in the day, as eventually Sasuke was able to be dug out by Sakura after she woke up screaming out his name, eventually after getting dug out by Sakura, they both had rushed off just as the bell was heard. At this, they instantly rush over to where Kakashi was, only to be surprised that they see Kakashi tied up to the stump as he was unconscious, while over there in a corner of a tree will be Naruto, as he was just casually just sitting down eating an apple while reading a book. What happened? Sasuke would ask as he would look at Naruto demanding some answers. As this one suddenly, just as he does so, this is when Kakashi would then wake up with a groan. Ugh, man, that hurt, he would say. As he looks around, he will see himself tied to the stump, as well as he will also see Sasuke and Sakura and Naruto in the corner just reading a book. At this, he will look at Naruto in pure amazement. At this, Kakashi would then turn to them as he would then say, "I'm sorry to say this, but you guys fail." Instantly hearing this, Sasuke and Sakura then, of course, instantly react, with Sakura being disheartened, thinking that she was going to be separated from Sasuke, but Sasuke being enraged. As he goes ahead and glares at Kakashi, Kakashi would actually free himself from the ropes, as he would then walk over to Naruto. And you definitely put up a good fight, but you need to learn how to work better with your teammates. At this, Naruto would nod as to us, the viewers, we would see how Kakashi was he was being suspicious. He was not acting exactly what happened to him. Well, that was pretty simple. As Naruto was just calmly reading his book, biting down an apple, as he was enjoying reading on some new things. This is when, of course, Sasuke would actually attack Kakashi, only for Kakashi to put him down. At this, after doing this, he ends up turning to, Sakura and Naruto as he begins to explain the situation. At this, while he was doing so, Naruto honestly didn't care much about his speech. All he does care about is his research and things that are interesting to him. However, once he was done, though, he would release Sasuke as he tells them that now they'll get another chance to get the bells. But this is when Naruto would then close his book, getting the attention of everyone. That won't be required, Sensei. I got them right here. At this, Kakashi as well as the rest of them then turned to Naruto in shock. Sasuke in shock that Naruto was actually, he got it before him, as he looks at Naruto in jealousy and in anger, while Sakura looks at Naruto surprised that the weirdo was actually able to outdo her Sasuke. At this, Kakashi was just in shock in general, but he had a look of understanding, which was confusing to us. At this, he would then look at him and says, "Honestly, kid, I'm not surprised." "Well then, what exactly are you going to do to those bells?" At this, Naruto would look at them until he just gives them to his teammates, saying that they are a team and that they need to work together. And instantly hearing these words, Kakashi was of course looking at them as he then says, "Congratulations, you guys all pass." At this, he tells them that was the whole point of it, that it was teamwork, and he tells them that he expects them to be ready for tomorrow, as that's when they're going to really start doing missions. At this, Sakura and Sasuke are all happy, while Naruto, he honestly just didn't care. So, they went ahead and passed, but he had better things to do. Like Funjutsu, he was really interested. As this is when, after explaining all that, Kakashi would then hit the body flicker as he would, vanish. As seeing that he was gone, Naruto would pick up all his stuff as he begins to leave for the day. However, this is when suddenly a hand would then be on his shoulder. "Naruto, I want you to fight me," said Sasuke Uchiha as he would be staring down at Naruto with his hand on his shoulder, as Naruto would be looking back at Sasuke with a look of blankness, yet a small bit of interest. At this, Sakura will be watching the two as she would have a worried expression on her face, mostly for Sasuke, as this is when we then turn to Kakashi. Kakashi would be reporting back to Hiruzen as he was currently in shock. "Wow, to think that Naruto would actually be like that," he would say. As this is when suddenly we would then get a flashback. Back in the forest, as Naruto was healing Kakashi, he decided that, for healing Kakashi, he deserved some compensation. So, what he did was, he altered Kakashi's memory. After all, if the Hiruzen had found out about his abilities, things would get troublesome, and he didn't need that right now. And so, due to this, while no one else was watching, Naruto had actually edited Kakashi's memory of the whole event. making it to where pretty much Naruto had actually went ahead and used a bunch of elaborate tricks as well as different other items such as traps and all that stuff to actually get Kakashi off course, as well as entering in taijutsu, showing that he was very proficient in it and pretty much showed skills of a high, like, above average getting. Alright, he was above average getting to low tuning. However, that's only to what they know. That's the information that they think how strong Naruto is. As of course, due to this, Hiruzen had actually eaten up the information like it was nothing, considering the fact he fully believed it, considering that Naruto was a prodigy. So yeah, and also he didn't think that Naruto was like gonna be that strong, okay? However, due to listening to this though, as soon as Kakashi had given the information, Hiruzen would suddenly tap into that crystal boss. He would then look as he would see Naruto facing off against Sasuke Uchiha. Naruto didn't surrender on this one. I wonder, as he begins to actually listen to the conversation. At this, Sasuke was challenging Naruto as he felt he didn't do anything. He easily got taken down by Kakashi, and even though he almost got a bell, he got done in and done better by Naruto, who honestly had never really showed Sasuke his strength. However, that was going to change right now. Sasuke demanded the fight, as this is when Naruto then turns to him. Sorry, Uchiha, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline this. As Naruto plans to walk away, this is when Sasuke once again grabs his shoulder roughly this time, as he then turns Naruto to look directly at him. No, you're not running away this time. You're going to accept this, he would say as he glares daggers at Naruto. He was not going to run away. At this, Naruto would look at Sasuke as he then sighs. Uchiha, why would you go this far? If anything, you have proven yourself to be quite strong. In fact, you're way stronger than me. You're the rookie of the year. I do not stand a chance. At this, Naruto would say this in an apathetic tone, which only infuriated Sasuke even further, as this was something he would then shove Naruto, causing him to, get pushed back, as this was something he then gets into a taijutsu stance. At this, seeing that he was not taking no to an answer, Naruto would then get into taijutsu stance as well, as this when suddenly Sasuke would then dash. At this, instantly, as soon as he dashed, Naruto would then take a swing, causing Sasuke to dodge, as he would then kick Naruto in the stomach. However, just as he thinks that Naruto was about to retaliate, this was suddenly to Sasuke and Sakura's surprise, Naruto would just shrug off the attack. What? At this, Sasuke would then get angry as he begins to actually fight Naruto, or at least he tries to, but Naruto was not fighting back. If anything, he would pretend like he was actually throwing a punch, but then stop as Sasuke would then begin to beat down on him. However, that's the shocking thing though. Naruto was completely fine. Punches after kicks and punches, nothing hurt this man, or even did any damage to him. As each hit he threw, Naruto shrugged it off as if it was nothing more than a mosquito bite. And this caused Sasuke to get more and more infuriated. Just how big is the gap between us? As after punching and punching over and over again, he had enough. Damn it. As this when suddenly Sasuke finally having enough of it and was tired, he would then look at Naruto in pure anger. I believe that's enough today, Uchiha. We both have much more interesting things to do, and I personally am not amused by this at all. You have clearly shown that you are stronger than me, and I believe it's time for me to now go on with my day. As Naruto then turns his back on Sasuke as he walks off, Sasuke was not gonna take this sitting down. And suddenly he would then blitz into hand signs, fire style, fireball jutsu. At this, Sakura would then gasp as Hiruzen would look at this, the crystal ball with eyes wide as he would see the attack approaching Naruto. Now, if this was any normal kid, then yeah, they would literally be killed in this situation. As the attack was approaching Naruto, however, Naruto would turn around, prepared to actually block the attack. However, this one suddenly, in a very shocking way that Hiruzen even caught his eyes, Naruto would then tick. Damn it. As this one suddenly, a grizzly would then suddenly appear out of his shadow, as he would suddenly begin to gobble up the fireball that was approaching it. At this, Sasuke and Sakura would watch and honestly in shock, including Hiruzen who was looking at it with wide expression, as you see the demonic bear actually chow down on this fireball as if it was a snack. As this one suddenly, this grizzly would then turn to Sasuke, as he would then suddenly release the fire from its mouth into a stream of flames that would be approaching Sasuke at top speeds. Sasuke can do nothing as he sees the attack approaching him, as he closes his eyes as it was going too fast even for him to react. But this one suddenly, faster than anyone can see, the attack would then be parried away, as suddenly appearing right in front of Sasuke, we will see Naruto as he had shot darkness from his hand as it created some type of barrier. As soon as the attack let up, the grizzly would then be shown, as this is when Naruto would then suddenly vanish and appear right in front of it, tapping on the stomach. The grizzly would then suddenly begin to roar, as it would then transform into a book, as it will fall into Naruto's arms. As I said, Uchiha, you win. At this, Naruto would say this as he then walks off, leaving Sasuke there dumbfounded, as well as Hiruzen. Now, the reason why Naruto didn't try to alter their memories now was because, one, the Hokage had already caught him, and now Naruto knew that he needed to explain this information, or else things were going to go out of proportions. So, as we now do a time skip later that day, we will see Naruto as he was just calmly, just there enjoying his time, as he would then be approached by an Anbu. The Hokage is ready to see you. With this, Naruto would nod his head, as he would then suddenly be body flickered into the Hokage's office. With this, Hiruzen would then be shown there as he looks at Naruto. Naruto, it's been brought to my attention that you all seem to have a very interesting set of abilities. Care to share? Hiruzen would say as he looks at Naruto with a look of suspicion, while Naruto can only do nothing more but sigh inwardly as he felt annoyance. So at this, Naruto, due to his big brain and literally being able to think like in an instant, he's actually able to find a very good excuse for this one. At this, he wouldn't look at Hiruzen with a sigh. He then tells him that he wanted to have withhold this information until he fully had tested it, but he would then say that he stumbled upon a Kekkei. At this, Hiruzen would look at Naruto interested. A Kekkei? This made no sense. Naruto's parents were Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, and none of them had this technique that allowed them to special summon or literally bring out these creatures. Hiruzen had actually thought they were a summon at first, but then again, this summon just didn't make any sense. So he'll look at Naruto weirdly as he then tells him exactly what this Kekkei... Bro, I cannot speak. Exactly what is this Kekkei about? At this, Naruto would just explain it, telling him that it was a Kekkei that allowed him to bring out forest-type creatures and bring out these summons that were pretty much nothing more than an extended version of Naruto's chakra. And pretty much he's able to manipulate them, and they also are extremely protective of him. So pretty much Naruto is able to use his so-called chakra to form these demonic creatures, and these creatures are protective, and also he's able to use different techniques with them, and each one of them have their own ability. Now, hearing this, of course, Hiruzen will look at Naruto, in shock of this, as he then tells Naruto, this is impressive stuff, as he also ends up telling Naruto that, he's going to have to keep this information on the wraps, considering the fact that he knew about someone else that would be really happy to hear about this information. Danzo. At this, Naruto would nod his head, as Hiruzen would tell Naruto that you shouldn't keep any secrets away from him, especially one this big. To which Naruto would understand, telling Hiruzen that he will make sure to keep Hiruzen updated on any information that he has. However, due to Naruto's blank tone, as well as due to the fact that, he doesn't really express much or really show anything much, he was completely not guilty, Hiruzen would have no idea that Naruto was lying to him in that very moment. So, as we move forward to the next day after the whole event, Naruto had to continue on with his research, as well as now had been able to actually test out his creatures, even while being viewed by Hiruzen. Naruto had gotten different creatures, such as a hawk that Naruto's actually able to ride on. He's just able to literally tell it to fly him around if he needed. He's also able to bring out different other creatures for different purposes. However, the main one he really brings out is the hawk or the grizzly, as the grizzly is mostly for just extra manpower, while the hawk is mostly just for transportation. Blah, I really can't talk today, and it's getting annoying. Either way, back to it. So after a while of doing nothing more but D-rank missions, Team 7 was eventually assigned onto a C-rank mission by the order of Kakashi on this one. The difference being on this one, since Kakashi was way more confident in his team, and as well as the fact that since he still thought that Naruto was now since he also thought that Naruto was also a prodigy, it honestly made a lot of sense that they were going to be confident for a C-rank mission. As Team 7 would be at Hiruzen's office, this is when Hiruzen would turn to them. Alright, I got you guys your first mission. Bring in the bridge builder, he would say. As a Nambu member would then vanish and appear with Tazuna a few minutes later, he would then walk in completely drunk, as the other members of Team 7 would look at him with different looks, with Naruto showing no expression whatsoever. These are the brats that are going to protect me? That one looks like an emo. Pinky over there looks like she's looking ready to become a pincushion. And that one, that one's just weird, he would say as he looks at Naruto. At this, Naruto would shrug off the insult, while Sasuke and Sakura would both have a scowl on their faces, with Sakura being vocal about it. As eventually, after things had settled down, Team 7 would then be ordered to have everything packed up and meet him at the front gate. At this, Team 7 would of course dash off, with Naruto packing up a little bit, a bunch of books, some just proper gear for when he goes, and as well as he also ends up summoning out a few of his creatures, telling them to watch over the house while he's gone. At this, the creatures would nod their head, as Naruto would of course then suddenly seal everything up into a scroll, as he had been learning a lot of Genjutsu, and had already began to tamper with it to I would say is like the degree of the flying Raijin. Yeah, he's already tampering to that level of Genjutsu. As he then packs up everything and seals it away, he ends up arriving at the gate first, with Kakashi and Tazuna already being there. So, after a few minutes of waiting, eventually Sakura and Sasuke also arrive, as it was finally time for them to then leave, and it's finally time for us to enter into the land of the waves. Oh my god, finally. I'm sorry guys, that was a lot. That was a lot to go through. As this is where I'm gonna end up wrapping up this part to the what if. Okay, now let's get into a few things here, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wish I could continue this one, and the Land of the Waves arc and the tuning exams will then be taken care of in the next part. But the truth is, guys, right now I'm feeling like low on energy. If you guys don't know, I had a very busy day today, and honestly, I literally had tried my best to do like this video with the small amount of energy that I already had. Also, as you guys can see, I had literally started a bunch, and also like my voice got like extremely low, and like I said, that's because I was low on energy. Another thing, guys, if you guys are asking like how did Naruto like just manipulate like his memories and all that stuff, well, pretty simple. I gave him the ability to do that. All right. However, it's not what you think. It's not going to be like to where Naruto is able to completely just manipulate them and turn them into just mindless puppets. No, that's not how it's going to work. Pretty much, Naruto is just able to like edit like fragments of a memory, and that's it. So, example, he would just like change the smallest details into everything. For example, if he wanted, like, he can't exactly just like remove himself completely from Kakashi's memory, as that's not how it's gonna work. But you guys don't really have to worry much about this ability, since I'm not gonna make it to where like Naruto is just gonna completely rely on it, and it's not gonna exactly be really important, since he's not gonna be using it like all the time or something like that. So you guys don't have to worry. Another thing is, tell me exactly like what do you guys want me to do for like the next part. Like, oh, do you guys want him to get like a cool power up or something, or do you guys want him to have like an encounter with the Nine Tails? Which actually, I plan to do that soon. The encounter with the Nine Tails is gonna be interesting to say the least. I'm just gonna say that, all right? But besides that, guys, thank you all so much for your support. Hopefully you guys tune in for the next part. Remember, guys, to always give me some information or feedback, because that really helps a lot. Plus, it also helps me think about like what I'm gonna do for my next part. But besides that, guys, thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for your help. And besides that, guys, I'm your boy CHD Samurai. I'm low on energy, and I'm heading off for some rest. See ya and peace.